everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I bleach and color my hair. We're going to do this in phases like I'm in a Marvel movie. So phase 1 right now is going to be bleaching. So what you're going to need is your developer. I'm going to be mixing 20 and 30 to get 25. If you don't know, when you mix developer, the numbers don't add up. You actually get the mean of the two numbers. So because it's 30 plus 20 is 50. Mix them together, you get 25. Next is a high performance quick blue extra strength for on and off scalp application, and this is the same thing I always use. Put this aside. What I like about this is that I can put it on my scalp so I can get real into my parts and the roots. You're gonna need some sort of measuring apparatus. So this is an old cup from an old tub of the powder. I use something called 7th stage for lightning applicator. So what this does is that you mix it in with your bleach mix and it helps lift your hair even further up. So I always use this on my natural hair, use this on wigs and weaves and other things like that. So yep. So you're gonna need like a mixing bowl, you're gonna need a tinting brush, a whisk, a plastic one. Do not use a metal whisk because it will affect your bleaching somehow. Gonna need gloves to protect your hands, a comb of some sort to part, and a plastic cap. Or some people use a plastic bag, it's whatever, it's up to you. Alright, so with this bleaching process, my plan is to get rid of all these roots. I'll do kind of a turn so you can see. I don't know how much it showed, but my hair is basically bleached in a crescent shape. This side of my hair is shorter than the rest of my hair. If you've seen any videos of my natural hair and it's fully out, you'll see that. So I'll show you guys how I mix it. Step number 1, pray over everything. But you know, like I just pray that my hair is strengthened and fortified and covered in the blood of Jesus, you know. And just that all these things don't cause any harm to my body, and that there's no harm done to anybody who watches this and follows what I do, you know? Let's all remember, I am not a beautician, I'm not an esthetician, I am not a professional. This is something that I do to my hair, and it seems to work for me, but it may not work for you. So, boom. First step, I'm going to take this quick blue, and I'm going to take the scoop that comes inside. This is what it looks like. I'm just using this bowl. I couldn't find one that was just a single bowl. And you just add that in. So it's in there. I'm putting on my gloves. Alright, so I'm going to now add in the 30 and 20 mix. So I'm doing half the cup 30 and then half the cup 20. I'm just adding that into the bowl. And then I'm going to add in this. I kind of recklessly eyeball it. So I used the rest of the pack, which is probably like a quarter of it. So it's that powdery stuff that's on the top. Now we're going to take our plastic whisk and just mix it together. I mix it till it looks like this. It's very creamy. I would say like you'd want to get it to the, for me, I like it a little bit looser. So this is probably like the consistency of Cool Whip. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to part out whatever part of your hair that you want. So as again, I'll show you this. So normally I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna start back here. Make sure you're wearing something that you don't mind getting bleach on, because especially if your hair is longer and you have hang time, it will get on here. You know, accidents happen. I'm gonna go do these two in the washroom, and then I'll be back on camera to show you how I do, because it's all the same process, how I do it here, and then this little piece over here. Alright, so I'm back. I've done the back 2 pieces, so I'm going to do the front now. So what you want to do is you want to take a small part, like so, and I start at the roots. Now because this powder allows you to do root application, I start right on my scalp. So once you got it on, I just mush it in between my fingers till till the previously bleached area starts. And just make sure that the roots all the way around are covered. Okay, and I go on to the next part. Now, because it is so long, there is like an interesting issue that I'm facing with getting the bleach all the way down the hair shaft, because you know your hair is curly. It's a little bit more difficult, takes a little bit more time. So that's pretty much how I do it. So I'll come back when I do the next step. Make sure you bleach your hair in a well ventilated area. I was doing this in my washroom, but I needed to film this part so you guys could see. Okay, so I've now done this application. So what I do is I now part it the other way. So I've parted it and I'm gonna part it and just make sure that I got everywhere. I noticed that for me a lot towards the back of the whatever section I'm bleaching, these spaces always seem to not get the coverage. So you can see that there's like my roots started to go and then my ends already bleached, but there's this like weird part in the middle that's still black. So I would definitely say whatever, especially if you have curly hair, make sure you detangle all the sections before you start. So now that's done. I'm gonna put a cap on, leave it on for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and I'm gonna see if there's any parts of my hair that didn't process, and if it didn't, then I'm just gonna go in with the bleaching powder and 30 alone and do that. And then when I come back to do that 30 minutes, the 20 minutes is when I do this side. All right, so it's been 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna kind of look through the hair, looking to make sure that it got all the way down to the ends. So it looks pretty good. Yes, bleaching your hair does change your curl pattern. It does loosen it. But what I've found for myself is that over time, if you really take care of it, it actually starts to mimic the hair around it. Just be kind to your curls. We're just gonna do this piece. I don't do this one up to the roots. Okay, that's it. So this still has 9-10 minutes to go, and then I will rinse it out. And then I'll be back to explain what I did, because you're not going in the shower with me. We're not doing one of those. Alright, so I've rinsed out my hair so you can see what it looks like. What I did was I went in the shower, I put the water as cold as I could take it, and I rinsed out all the bleach. That seals up the shaft of the hair. It makes it a little bit stronger so that, you know, you don't go bald. Once you rinse it out thoroughly, I then go in with neutralizing shampoo. This is the one by Isoplus. It's called Neutralizing Shampoo and Conditioner. What this does is it stops all the chemicals in your hair from processing. It leaves your hair squeaky clean, neutralizes all relaxer types, restores pH balance to 5.5, built-in color alarm, and removes product buildup. So I use this so that once I feel like I've rinsed out the bleach, I can put this in and everything's gone. Don't have to worry about any of the chemicals. I'm good to go. Then I wash my hair with the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. This is just to tone it just a bit. I only went with this once. And then after that, I put in the Apogee Keratin 2-minute reconstructor, and this is what I feel like brings my curls back. When you bleach your hair, the first thing that you feel is like your hair is like hay. It feels so gross, and you're too like, I ruined everything. What have I done? Like, you know, like you're so concerned. When I put this in, it does something to your curls, and like it makes my hair be able to curl back up. So even though it's not as tight as the rest of my curls are, it's much better than it was in the shower, and my hair's dried a bit. So you leave this on for 2 minutes. They say leave it on for 2 minutes. If your hair is really damaged, leave it on for 5. what I do is I put it in, and then I finish my regular shower, and then I rinse it out at the end. Now I'm going to deep condition my hair, and I'm using the Shea Moisture Superfruit Complex 10-in-1 Renewal System. I know showing moisture is problematic, but it works in my hair, so I'm using it. Use the shower cap, leave it on for an hour, rinse it out. Then I'm gonna let my hair dry, and then I'll be back to color it. So